Hello children, welcome to Minutes of Maths. In this video, I am going to teach you Class 8, Chapter 11, Mensuration. Mensuration means measurement. In Class 7 itself, you have learned that how to find out area and perimeter for rectangle, square, circle and triangle. This year you are going to learn how to find out area and perimeter for some more two-dimensional figure. You can see these are all two-dimensional figure. What is two-dimensional figure? Two-dimensional figure can be drawn on the sheet. Not only for two-dimensional, this year you are going to learn how to find out area and volume for the three-dimensional figure. What is volume? You have learned in class 4 itself. Volume is the quantity of three-dimensional space enclosed by a closed surface. Next, you have to learn the formulas to find out area, perimeter and volume. So, let's discuss what are the formulas for area, perimeter and volume in the next page. Formula for area and perimeter. First shape is rectangle. We know in rectangle opposite sides are equal and parallel. So to find the area of rectangle you have to multiply length of the rectangle and the breadth of the rectangle. So formula for area of rectangle is length into breadth. That means L into B. For perimeter, you should have to add all the sides. So we know there are 2L, 2 length and 2B. So we have written 2 into L plus B. For area, unit is unit square. If they have given in centimeter, it should be centimeter square or square unit also we can write. This is unit. Whatever is given for length into breadth, that means the measurement of length is the unit of the length or unit of the breadth will be the unit of the perimeter. So 2 into L plus B, if the L and B are centimeter, so you can write 2 into L plus B centimeter. Next for square, we know in square opposite sides are parallel and all the four sides are equal. So area is side into side, so that it is S square because we have taken side is S. And perimeter is 4 into side. Next for triangle, the formula is half into base into height. This is base and this is height. So the formula is half into base into height, and perimeter is sum of all the sides. That means here all the sides are A, B, C. So perimeter is A plus B plus C. Next is circle. Circle is this one. So area of the circle is pi r square. R is here. R is radius. Pi is the constant value. Its value is 22 upon 7. 22 upon 7 or 3.14. So area of circle is pi r square and the area of perimeter is 2 pi r. R is radius. Next we'll move on to next page. Now parallelogram. Parallelogram, we know opposite sides are equal to each other and parallel to each other. Here I have taken one side is A and another side is B. If this is A and this will also A, and this is B and this will also B. To find out the area of parallelogram, we need to know base also, because the area of parallelogram is base into height. That means B into H. And the perimeter is 2 into a plus b like rectangle, because in rectangle also opposite sides are equal to each other. So here also you have to add two sides and multiply it with, you will get the perimeter of the parallelogram. Next is rhombus. To find out the area of rhombus, we need to know diagonal 1 and diagonal 2. You need to know the diagonal 1 and diagonal 2. The area of rhombus is half into d1 into dt, and the perimeter is 4 into sides like square. See, sometime you are asked to find out the side of the rhombus. That time what they will do? They will give two diagonals. If they have given two diagonals, then you can find the side of the rhombus by using this formula. Side is equivalent to half into square root of d1 into d2. Next is trapezium. Trapezium, we know there will be two parallel sides and two unparalleled sides. Here A and B are two parallel sides. To find the trapezium area, you need to know length of the two parallel sides and the height of the trapezium. The formula is half into height into A plus B, sum of two parallel sides. And the perimeter is sum of all the sides. We know perimeter is the boundary, the measurement of the boundary of length of the boundary of the figure. So you have to add all the sides, then you will get the perimeter of the trapezium. We'll move on to next page. Area of quadrilateral. Area of quadrilateral means it should be the four-sided figure. Quadrilateral means four-sided figure. If you know the diagonal and the two heights of the quadrilateral, then you can find out the area of the given quadrilateral. You can see here, this is the quadrilateral A, B, C, D. The area of quadrilateral is half into diagonal into H1 plus H2. Here you can see there is two triangles. If you want to find out the ABD, the area of triangle ABD, what is the formula? Triangle ABD is equivalent to half into, this is your base, so half into D into, this is your height H1. Now we are going to find out the area of triangle BCD. In BCD, half into diagonal is same and H2, this is the height. So if we want to find out the area of this quadrilateral, we need to add these two triangle areas. So half into D into H1 plus half into D into H2. Here you can see half and D are common in these two terms. So we are going to take it out as common. Then the remaining parts in the two terms are H1 plus H2. In this way we have derived this formula. So if you want to find out the area of quadrilateral, you can find by using diagonal and two heights of the triangle. So half into D into H1 plus H2. Next we'll move on to next page. Now we are going to learn about solid shapes. In solid shapes there will be three measurements. We know in two-dimensional figure there will be only two measurements, length into breadth, length and breadth. But in three-dimensional one more measurement will be there, that is height. This one, that is height. So the three-dimensional objects having width depth and height are known as the solid shapes. The examples are cube, cuboid and cylinder. We are going to find out the area and volume of cube, cuboid, cylinder this year. See, first one is cuboid. The surface area of cuboid is 2 into LB plus BH into HL. Let's find out. Let's discuss how this formula came. You can see in two-dimensional figure only one face is there, but in three-dimensional figure there will be 6 faces. Let's count. This is first one and this is second one, and 4 lateral surfaces, third one, fourth one, 5 and 6. So 4 lateral surfaces and 2, one is upper side, another one is down side. So we need upper side and down sides are length into breadth plus length into breadth. This side, third side is breadth into height, and this fourth side also breadth into height. Plus, here we have to write plus. And you can see then this side will be length into height plus length into height. So you can get there is 2 LB and plus there is 2 BH plus there is 2 LH. So if you take it out 2 as common, then you will get 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. So the total surface area of cuboid is 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. Now we are going to learn the formula for lateral surface area. You know, for lateral surface area, in the downside and upper side face will not come. So we have to erase these two, because downside is included with the length and breadth and upper side also included with the length and breadth. So what you will get in this? You will get only 2 BH and 2 LH. So if you take it out 2 as common, then you will get, you can see there is 2 and H is common. So if you take it out 2 and H as common, you will get B plus L. Got it? Now the volume of cuboid is, you have to multiply all the dimensions, L into B into H. The unit is unit cube, because for L 1 centimeter 1 unit will be there, for B 1 unit and H 1 unit. So if you multiply all the unit, you will get unit cube. Next we'll move on to next page. Next solid shape is cube. For cube, the surface area of cube is 6L square, because here also for cube also there will be 6 faces. So each measurements are L. That means here L, B and H all are same. So we are going to take each as L. All are same. So 6L square is the formula. Next, lateral surface area. We know lateral surface means side surfaces not included with the base and top. So it will be 4L square. Volume is L cube. That means you have to multiply all the measurements. That means length, breadth and height. Here all are same, so that we have written L cube unit cube. Next we are going to learn the formula of cylinder. Now we are going to learn the area of cylinder. First, surface area of cylinder. You can see I have written here pi r square plus 2 pi rh plus pi r square, because here bottom area and the top of the area and the lateral surface area, those, so all will be included in surface area of cylinder. That means total surface area of cylinder. We know this is radius. To find out the area of the bottom of this cylinder, that will be pi r square. We know this will be in the shape of circular. We know the area of circular is pi r square. So there are two circles. So it will be pi r square and pi r square. And here this is the height of the cylinder, and we have to find out the lateral surface area. We know this is the, what it is, circumference of the cylinder. So we have to find out the circumference and then multiplied with h, we will get the this lateral surface area, this whole lateral surface area. So we have written here pi r square plus 2 pi rh plus pi r square. So you can see there are 2 pi r square. If we add pi r square and pi r square, you will get 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. In this you can see 2 pi and r is common. So if you take it out 2 pi r from the first term, 2 pi r, the remaining is only r because there are 2 r here. So r plus, here if you take it out 2 pi r outside, only h is remaining. So I have written here h. So the formula for total surface area of cylinder is 2 pi r into r plus h unit square. Next is lateral surface area. We know lateral surface area, we have to find out the perimeter of the circle and then multiplied with the height. So lateral surface area is 2 pi rh. Volume of cylinder is pi r square h. That means area of the cylinder multiplied by height, you will get the volume of the cylinder. That's it. You have to learn this all the formulas to solve the problems